depending on where you are. So today we are here to discuss about Africanism, and I'm here to set the record straight for my dear Nigerians. And I'm often hear Nigerians say Kwame Nkrumah started the movement of Pan Africanism, and Ghana should be the country that would be the motion to get Africans Union straight. And I respect you guys for that and for reminding that about the history about Pan Africanism. But what I'm here to say is that you guys are taking this Pan Africanism thing and this ECOWAS thing in a different angle from the intended purpose why Kwame Nkrumah wanted us to be united as Africans. The reason for Africanism that the Kwame Nkrumah really wanted was the Africans to do things in their own way, in the unique way, for the purpose of achieving freedom for every African, depending on your geographical location, whether you live in abroad or whether you live in your country or in the continent. That was the main reason why Kwame Nkrumah started this movement. Kwame Nkrumah didn't tell the Ghanaians to be stupid. Just because he said all Africans to come together doesn't mean Ghanaians should be stupid and open their doors to criminals to come in to destroy their country. I believe that every one of us belong to an organization, we belong to the religious group. For example, we all go to the mosques, right? And in the most that, like the Bible said, how can the two work together unless they have been agree? You cannot have two people that are not in agreement to go together unless those people are agreed. That means there's something that bound you people together. But let me ask you, if we all have agreed to the same faith as Muslims, if we all have agreed to the same faith as Christians, and we go to the mosque to pray, after praying, or we go to church, and after church, do we go to the same house? We all go to our various homes. It's the same thing as Africans. Let's do together. Let's do things together as Africans to free ourselves from our colonizers. It doesn't mean that you should leave your home country and go to another man country. Now, that is how Nigerians understood about Africanism. That was not what Kwame Nkrumah said. Nigeria's understanding about Africanism is like, if your place is not good, instead of you to fix it, just run away to the other African country. After all, we are all fighting for Africanism. That is the basic understanding that Nigerians were able to draw from this Africanism thing. But what other Africans or African countries understood about Africanism is that let's stay in our individual countries and face our challenges and be able to defeat those challenges and be able to do things commonly and live in peace in the continent and get the continent moving in one piece. So if your home is destroyed and you are abandoning your house and running to your neighbor's house, who is coming to your house to fix it? So that's what I'm telling Nigeria. If you are all running away from Nigeria to Ghana, who is going to fix your country? If you say there are a lot of criminals in your country, that you all are running away to Ghana, tell me, if your house is finally empty, if Nigeria is finally empty, tell me who is not the criminal pursuing who? That means everyone that are running to Ghana from the criminals from Nigeria, the criminals are still among them. And at the end of the day, Ghana will become like Nigeria. So Pan-Africanism doesn't mean run away from your trouble. Pan-Africanism means that stand on your feet, defeat all odds, and be able to live in peace and unity without fear as Africans. I feel like we claim we are free from our colonizers, but within ourselves, we want to recolonize ourselves. Our mind is still colonized, and the way we do things is like we don't stand on our feet to defeat our fear. Kwame Nkrumah never told Ghanaians to be stupid. And I can see that Nigerians are using that particular word and ECOWAS thing to demoralize or to discourage Ghanaians when they speak against them destroying their country. Kwame Nkrumah didn't say Ghanaians be stupid and let all the Africans come together. Kwame Nkrumah never say all Africans should leave their country and go to the country that seems to be developing in Africa. If you are all leaving the country seems to be developing in leaving your country and moving to the country that seems to be developing, tell me how that country is going to develop. That country will never get developed. You know why? Because you all are carrying your bad behavior that is chasing you from your home to the country that seems to be raising up small. And at the end of the day, that country will be destabilized. So this is my message to the Ghanaian leaders and Ghanaian citizens and Ghanaian Pan-Africans or Ghanaians young guys who are going around telling people that Africa is supposed to be one. All of us want Africans to come together as one in unity. But how will you unite and you guys will be the monsters against each other? Have you ever seen the monsters living in peace? No. Even in our individual homes, if we all have siblings and we know that one sibling who always steal, and even when you catch that sibling, they still try to defend themselves. You find a way to get the help for that one sibling. So you don't say because he's our brother or our sister, we should cover him up. One day, the people that he's stealing from, the people that he's killing, the people that he's kidnapping, if those people are all gone, you'll not be his target because that is what he knows how to do best. So if we cannot put Nigerians in check, if they are trying to defend their bad habits and we keep succumbing to that, at the end of the day, Ghana will end up being like Nigeria. And when Ghana become like Nigeria, Nigerians and Ghanaians will begin to run to another country. And at the end of the day, the whole Africa will be like Nigeria. And the Africanism we claim we are fighting for, that Africanism will become distraction. So if you guys are coming to defend about Africanism, you should remember that there are the other Africans are fighting the criminality of the Africans, of the other Africans, not because they don't love them. Or every Ghanaian will be happy if Africa is united in peace. Peace was what peace and freedom was why Kwame Nkrumah wanted Pan-Africanism. And if Africa would not be united in peace and they cannot live in freedom in their own continent, then there's no need. There's no need. Today, the Nigerian criminals are now hosting their victims in the Ghanaian army locations. And you think Ghana is still safe to accommodate Nigerians because we want to be one African? And this is another message to my Ghanaian brothers and sisters, okay? We, those who are blaming our president, John Mahama, that he's refusing to take Nigerians away because he's a brother to Nigerians. Now, let me set one record straight. John Mahama is not a Nigerian. John Mahama is a full-blooded Ghanaian. He's not a Nigerian. With the fact that he said his stepmother was from Nigeria doesn't mean he's a Nigerian. And those of us who are from polygamous home, if your father happened to marry a second wife, does that mean that you, the first wife children, are the family to the second wife hometown? Does that make sense to you? Even you are not a family to your own mother's brothers. You are not a full-brother to your own biological mother's family. Not to talk of your stepmother you don't even know. So your mama is not a Nigerian. Your mama is a full-blooded Ghanaian. That one is straight. And another point is that if your mama kicked Nigerians out today, remember that there are a lot of Nigerians who have lived in Ghana. Hi, everybody who has lived in Ghana and don't know the system about Ghana. If your mama kicked them, remember that this region we are today is not the same region in 1968. These days, the computers are doing the work. If a Nigerian can sit in Nigeria and dupe Donald Trump some lump sum of money, don't think that if your mama kicked Nigerians out today, Nigerians will not use the computers to dupe all the Ghanaian currencies back to Nigeria. So it's better for us to keep them in the country, put a closer eye on them, then we'll kick them out one by one. We'll be able to eliminate the criminals and close the system they are using to rob Ghanaians. Instead of tracking them with their system, and they will still have access to Ghanaians' financial system, or Ghanaian, they will still have contact, the mobile contact and everything Ghanaians use as financially to themselves. But if they are able to catch the criminals while they are still in the country, they'll be able to close every link they have to, or every access or channels they have in connection with Ghanaians. But if you just say all Nigerians should go, they are going away with your system. And that system, they will not use it to develop their country, and it will not benefit Ghana as well. And at the end of the day, Ghana will be nothing to write home about. Nigeria will be nothing to write home about. Nigerians are more focused on individual empowerment, and Ghana is concerned about collective empowerment. So if they draft that system and they sit in Nigeria and use that criminality system to dupe Ghanaians, because they have access to our monetary system, Ghanaians doesn't. Because they have lived in Ghana, they have go to every village in Ghana, you'll find a Nigerian there. What are they doing there? They are there studying you people. They are there studying your people. They are there studying how you behave, how you do things. And if you just wake up one day and say they should go, remember, they are going with your government political system, your monetary system, your religious system, everything, because they have everything in computer. And so it's better for the Ghana government to keep them and keep eye on them, so they will be able to eliminate criminals one by one and close every link and every channel they have in connection with Ghanaians. And this is what I'm going to, I made this video and I'm going to say it again. Do not let Nigerians bring any animosity between us and our government opposition or our government system, because they are trying so hard to make Ghanaians hate John Mahama, because they want Ghanaian citizens should hate John Mahama, so they will be furious to a point where they'll be like, we don't need John Mahama, because John Mahama has done everything right except not kicking Nigerians out of Ghana. So because of that one reason, we are not going to abandon 99 good things he has done and push him out because of that one mistake he's making. And I don't even think he's making a mistake. If I were in John Mahama's position, I would do what he's doing, not because he loves Nigerians more than we Ghanaians, but it's because he's concerned about what they would do when he kicked them out, what they will sit in Nigeria and do to Ghana. So John Mahama is not stupid. He knows what he's doing. So we Ghanaians have to calm down and give him a chance to do his work. Let's give John Mahama a chance. Because Nigerians are so jealous about John Mahama that they want to have him to themselves. And they are doing everything possible. Since they cannot have him, Ghanaians are not qualified enough to have him either. So they are doing everything possible. That is why they are increasing their crime rates. So we'll be more upset to kick John Mahama out. And if care is not taken, before we get a president like John Mahama, it's going to take us centuries. But then Ghanaians have suffered, and we have ourselves to blame for doing that. What we are still lamenting about how Kwame Nkrumah was treated. And we don't even realize that there is Kwame Nkrumah incarnate amount as who is John Mahama. So don't let us repeat the same mistake that happened years ago. Let's give John Mahama a chance to complete his term. Do not let Nigerians come in between us and our leaders. We can complain about what he's not doing, but that will not warrant us to go ahead by setting up a coup d'etat against him. So if you are a Ghanaian and you have that intention, just know that Nigerians are beating the drum and you are dancing to it. And do not let that dance get to our government system. Keep it to your house. So Pan-Africanism doesn't mean leave your country and run to another man's house. Pan-Africanism doesn't mean that if your house is no longer good, run away and go to your brother or your sister's house. That was not the intention of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was intention was that Africans are strong. Africans can do it. We can go across all the barriers and achieve what we want to achieve. It didn't mean that run away from your fear, run away from your trouble. And who will come and fix? If we all run away from Africa and our home, who will fix it for us? Nigerians, you people are getting it all wrong. So this is what I said I should pass across to my loved ones. Have a good Sunday.